Elliot, and I'm on the Hakodate train now from Sapporo down to Hakodate, and it's been raining in Sapporo today. Apparently it's going to be snowing later on as well, so I'm wondering if perhaps on my train journey, because it should be around about 3-4 hours, perhaps we might see some snow start to appear out the windows as well. But I thought I'd just do a quick check-in, and then that will give some context if you get some shots out the window later on. I'll try and save it for some really pretty sights and stuff. At the moment, it's mostly just kind of farming buildings and that kind of stuff, but I think soon enough we'll probably reach some like more open areas. In fact, kind of see turning into farmland now, so I'm sure it'll be really pretty soon. Okay, see you in a bit.
Elliot here, and I've arrived in Hakodate. Beautiful day. It is very cold, and very windy. So I think from here I have about 5 minutes, unless I choose to take the bus, which I do because it's cold. But I think I'll start walking and then see how I'm doing before too long. And yeah, decide to do that. It's but yeah, goes. Okay. Alright, so like I train Mori, which may be a few changes and stuff. I think I need to go up to Shinhaka that day to get Shinkansen. And I think there may be another change to be away. See you later. Elliot here. I'm about a kilometre and a half into my 5 kilometre walk. So about a third of the way there, not too bad. And I must say, in the sun, it really isn't too unpleasant. I think when I stepped out of the station there, it was shaded from the sun and there was a bit of a breeze coming through. And there's a bit of a breeze here, but there's much sun there. And yeah, that kind of put the chill in a bit. However, I've got the sea just to my right, and it is beautiful. I think I can actually possibly see the top of Aomori Prefecture just off to my right hand side. So I'll flip the camera around. I don't know if you guys can make it out, but just blurred into the clouds there, I can just about see some land, which is very pretty. Green man, let's go. I won't put in too much of this footage, or I won't record too much, as I'm conscientious of the time of these vlogs. Don't want them to be too long, but it's a gorgeous view. The sun's just behind me. Hopefully I get to my accommodations before it fully sets, because then it probably will get very chilly. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'll leave it for now. Hello, Elliot here. The sun is going down on me. And it's getting a little bit chillier. But I think I'm within like a kilometre now of Yunokawa Onsen, which is where I'm going. And I've seen some signs up on the street as well, showing that. So I guess maybe it's quite a nice place. Last time I saw a hotel advertised, rather than just outside of exactly where it was Hotel Chinsanso, which was amazing. So fingers crossed. Thought I'd capture a little bit just to kind of show that park behind as well. Really nice, green, full of trees. Just lovely. Otherwise, I'll stop this one now.
I have arrived at the Yunokawa Onsen, and it's fancy downstairs. It's very nice. There was a little bit of confusion at the front desk because I thought that I'd already paid through booking.com, but it seems like they don't take payments in advance. You have to pay down there. So I was a bit like, don't want to double pay, so I had to check my bank account and stuff, saw that it hadn't been taken. So I've paid that. It was 8,448 yen for the night and 150 yen for the onsen tax or whatever it is. So not too bad. I mean, about like £42.50, and for this room, it's not bad. So I guess first of all, let me just, so this little entry area, take your shoes off here. This is the toilet and bath just here, which actually looks quite nice. Not too bad size, certainly bigger than the one that I was just at Towel House. And let me just switch to right here. And then this is the tatami room, which is really beautiful. Got a nice table here. Looks like they've given me some mochi or something there. In here is just some tea stuff if you want some green tea. Not sure where I'm supposed to source the water from, as I can't see any water in here aside from what's in the bathroom, and I don't think you're supposed to drink that. But in this cupboard you have all of the futon stuff, so if you were sleeping in this room you could set that all up or get them to set that up for you. However, I went for a room which has a bed. In fact, it has 2 beds, and it's actually a lovely view out over the sea here. That right there is the Tropical Botanical Gardens, I believe, which shuts at 6 p.m. I may get a chance to go to it, or I may not, but I will see. I'll probably be heading out for some dinner before it's too late, and then when I get back here I can change into my yukata, because you get a yukata that you can that you borrow from here, and it looks like you also get a haori, a outer jacket as well. And I think these are like sashes to tie it with. I've checked in the fridge, there's no water in there, so if I want water for my tea, I'm not sure exactly how I get that. Perhaps I need to call somebody up for it, but that should be fine. I probably won't partake this evening, but that's all cool. I've got information here as well. Let's just try and pop a squat down one of these low chairs here. See there on the floor, and have a look at the information. So dinner takes place on the first floor of a Boryukan. Looks like those ones are all occupied. You can get dinner there, although I think I'm probably going to look elsewhere. You also get breakfast on the first floor of the Boryukan, which I will be partaking in tomorrow because my breakfast is included. The public bath information. So the public bath is on the first floor of the Yuyukan, which is open from 3 p.m. to 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. There is one problem though. The next morning, men and women will be replaced. So one day it's for men, one day it's for women. And it seems that the day that I have arrived, it's for women. So if I want to enjoy the open air bath, I have to go down tomorrow between 6 and 9 a.m, which makes it a little bit tight for my timings, especially as checkout is at 10 a.m. So hopefully I can wake myself up early and go and do that. So please bring your favorite size from the yukata corner next to the front desk. I went for the largest size, 170 centimeters. I think it's going to be a shin swinger, that one though, because I'm like 190 centimeters tall, so not sure exactly how that operates. And obviously we've got Wi-Fi. There's a shuttle bus from hotel to Hakodate station at 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. So I think I will be taking advantage of that. Not sure exactly how long it takes. Not sure if it costs any money, but I will find out. And smoking is prohibited in all buildings. Please use the smoking area on the first floor of the Suenkan when you smoke. Front extension number is 6 and the checkout time is 10 a.m. So I'm going to need to study this to find out which one the Suenkan is and where I can smoke, because I'm a filthy smoker. But yeah, really cool, really nice room, which I hope to be comfortable in this evening. I'll be going out for a meal, so I'll try and get in a little bit of food vlogging there. Not sure exactly what I'm going for yet, but I may look for what Hakodate's specialties are and see if I can get that. I think salt ramen is one of them, and also it's known for its seafood because obviously right by the sea. So I'll be checking in with you guys later on for a bit of a food vlog, and then I'll probably check in this evening as well from here, where I'll have changed into my yukata. So cool, I hope you guys enjoy. Hello, Elliot here. I am at Jinya Yunokawa shop, which is apparently a soba noodle restaurant.
I was actually looking for another place that was nearer to where I'm staying tonight, but as I got there all the lights were off and there was a little sign outside saying that unfortunately due to unexpected illness they couldn't open. So you know, hopefully they recover soon. I was quite looking forward to it because Google reviews and stuff said it was very cheap and very good, but then I looked elsewhere and this was about 1 kilometre away. Not too bad. The walk also allowed me to see a lovely shrine on the way. And apparently this place is really good as well and quite cheap. So fingers crossed it's good. I'll let you guys see the food when I'm in there. And yeah, hope you're enjoying. Elliot here, reporting in again from Yunokawa Onsen, and this is the fit. This is the yukata. I've tried tying it up at the back. It probably doesn't look too good, but hey, what do you guys think? Is this a good look? Is this a drip? I don't know. Either way, I said that I'd put on the yukata when I got back, and it's pretty comfy, pretty nice. This is actually my second time attempting to record this bit because I did it all in profile before, like that. But then when I tried to bring it into the YouTube editor, you know, YouTube create section, it was all super zoomed in, just showing off my belly at first and then super zoomed in on my face, which I don't think anybody wants to see. So I need to report in from my meal. It was really nice. Really, really good. The only downside to it was the Coca-Cola that I got. It tasted a little bit of mold, so I didn't drink the entire thing. I think perhaps the ice cube machine or something has a bit of an issue. Hopefully it's penicillin type mold rather than any other kind, because I don't need that. But yeah, it was a really good meal. It was delicious. I forgot to take an after photo. Sorry about that. But believe me, I polished off everything with the exception of that Coca-Cola and also some of the broth, because I don't think you need to finish that off. It was really, really tasty. Really nice. And all in all, 2,020 yen, so about £10 and 10 pence. You cannot argue with that at all. So I'm here relaxing in my room, doing some video editing and stuff, hence why I noticed this whole issue. And yeah, tomorrow it's going to be an early morning because I'm hoping to get down to go to the onsen, which opens up at 6 a.m. And then I'm going to go get some breakfast. So I think I'm going to try and get down there for the 6 a.m. open, as I would really like to experience that part of this stay. So wish me luck with that, fingers crossed. And then tomorrow it's off to Aomori, which is famous for its apples. So perhaps I'll try some apple tart or something. If my budget allows it. I am becoming very conscientious of the costs that are piling up. One, I need to make some more bookings in different places, so that's going to take some money. And also I've just had a big old bill come out from my house bank account, which put us into the overdraft, so I had to put in some more money for basically next month's rent or whatever. It was a big British gas bill. So, you know, if anybody wants to, you know, subscribe so that I can attempt to monetize these things, I could do it for pennies, you know. But no, I mean, I won't be getting there before the end of my Japan trip. I am sure if I did, that would be amazing. And even if I did, as I said, probably pennies. But no, having a really good time, have had a really good evening. And I need to get up to grab this. Got myself a drink from the Lawsons, which I hadn't seen before, and it's called Fanta Mellow Yellow. The name immediately makes me think of the Beatles song and also the phrase that people sometimes use: if it's yellow, let it mellow, above their toilet if they're a bit eco-conscious and stuff. But it's really quite tasty. It's a bit like a Fanta lemon / a Fanta orange mixed. It's just a citrusy kind of drink. The colour of it is a little bit suspect though, but it's really nice. Either way, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. That should be the end of this
Hakodate blog, and I think it should be about 20 something minutes long, so a bit shorter than the other ones. I'll try to keep them around there, or 15 minutes in the future. Either way, I hope you guys have a good night. I think I might open up another pack just because I've got that itch, and to reward myself for all the editing by giving myself another video to edit. Alright, hope you guys have a great time. I'm having a great time. Goodbye.